perfect podcast is out there. And with over 2 million of today's...
And welcome back to Speedrun Ragnarok 2021, everybody! Thank you so much, Dr. B and K, for that wonderful panel. If you missed it, please go back and watch it. Absolutely worth your time. Next up, I'm Pidge. I'll be your host for the next couple hours, and we're gonna get rolling with Link: The Faces of Evil. Y'all are in for a treat with this run, featuring GundamPilotSpaz and RA5. Before we roll into it, I just want to read off a quick donation from Avon Chaos of $20. This is, I found some dollary dues for you. Thank you very much for the dollary dues. And with that, take it away.
Thank you, Pidge. I have to ask, you are someone who runs actual Zelda games, so did you volunteer for this spot, or are you getting punished for some reason?
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's a very generous use of the words "run Zelda games." I glitched randomizer multiples, and that's it.
That's true. I mean, I'm not going to do anything as impressive as early Shadow Temple, so I'll set that up for you right there. But I think this is a wonderful treat for anyone who has not seen this. It's a wonderful treat for anyone who has too. I want to couch this by anyone who has actually seen like the original CDI version. This is a remaster. It was kind of built from the ground up in Unity, using assets from the original game. And the key part of it that actually makes this now a speed game is that while the original CDI version ran at 15 frames a second, this is running at a smooth 60. So it makes it a lot more challenging, especially in the platforming because of the way that the levels are designed. But
thereof.
Also, it cuts the speed run down to 1/3 of the CDI time. So we're gonna go for it. Clock starts as soon as I hit yes here, and let's go.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions have seized the island of Korodai.
How can we help?
It is written, only Link can defeat Ganon.
Great! I'll grab my stuff!
There is no time. Your sword is enough.
How about a kiss? For luck?
You've got to be kidding.
Squadala, we're off!
Wow! What are all those heads?
These are the faces of evil. You must conquer each.
I guess I'd better get going.
Here is the map. Where do you wish to go?
All right, so here we go. So to start off, we are gonna die in this run. Sometimes we're gonna die because it's faster. Sometimes we're gonna die because I took too much damage. But it's not that much of a penalty. Morgan, you're going to keep track of the deaths for me, because every death I take, it's going to be $5 that I'm going to give to take this. The other thing that I'm pledging is that if I do miss any of the required cutscenes, and there is at least one that I'm afraid that I may skip, that's going to be $25. So if you can keep track of that for me.
You got it, and I'll be sure to distract you just enough.
All right, so we're going to hopefully not die here. I'm going to stand here and... Okay, because half a heart there is very, very nerve-wracking. I also don't think... Yeah. It was. I also don't have enough snowballs because I actually did like the any percent route, so we're gonna jump back in here.
I will gladly read the secret verse.
All right, we're just gonna jump back in here quick. Yeah, it was only 12. I need at least 13, and I want to grab a couple extra to be safe. So that should be enough.
That looked like it was 14, maybe 15.
Yeah, this is the only level you can get the snowballs, and if you run out of them, you got to go back. So hopefully, dunking back into there will prevent us from having to go back in the future. All right, so there's 3 cutscenes that we need to grab here. Otherwise, this is a fairly straightforward level.
You're not afraid of dragons,
yes.
are you?
Of course not.
Then get my necklace back from Gliok, okay? Pretty please.
Link gulping.
Link gulping. That's the first of our quests that we're introduced to. All cutscenes is different from, say, 100% because the cutscenes change depending on whether you have. Oh, I'm gonna die here.
You
I
certainly
need
are.
to. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. There's one.
Because you do have to set up some of the cutscenes in advance.
It's mighty dark with all the evil about. Keep this lantern full. It'll light your way.
That transition always gets me.
Yep.
Not many left, Link. There's Drulik round the side of Glutgo.
Yeah, so you can come into this area before, with the necklace right off, and you don't have to view that cutscene beforehand. So part of all cutscenes is kind of going to multiple areas multiple times and doing them in the correct order in order to trigger the correct cutscenes.
Biggest crab I ever caught.
It's a Goma.
You're pretty good. Here.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Keep going, boy. You're doing real well. Once you get rid of Ganon, we can get back to fishing.
Okay, that's a wrap on the fisherman. So you noticed I picked up 2 keys. The key that was underneath the hut, we're going to use to open the hut at the very beginning of this stage, right here. And she's going to reveal the location of the second key I grabbed, which was in the skull.
From the crater till I boarded the vent. Used a skull for a latch, and not one dire has figured it out.
That's creative.
It is creative. So I'm gonna take a death here for safety because this is gonna be our snowball area. So if we do take a death here, I'm not gonna have enough snowballs to make it through.
Oh man.
Okay, that's good. All right, now we're going into Garonu. We're going to go shopping. Morgan, do you remember what we need to buy?
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
What I did there?
Rubies.
It is rubies.
Rubies.
Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little
richer.
Okay.
That guy creeps me out.
It does creep me out. That is a big thing that they changed. They are rubies in this game and not rupees. I don't know if they thought they were fixing it.
Right, now that's across just the CDI version in general, not this remaster, correct? Like that's the
across
original
the
audio.
CDI version.
Yeah.
In general.
Oh, and here's this nightmare of a level.
Look and see Goronu.
Wake up, sleepy bones. Find the living and cut their vile throats.
So actually, the other thing they did for the CDI versions is they also mixed up all of the colors. So I think blue was worth 1 in the original. Green was worth 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they did that for no reason.
Yeah, that...
I may be hideous, but after a year of being frozen, you will beg to join me.
I'm kind of picking up that a lot of this is just because.
Well, yeah, they did fix that in the remaster, but there is... Whoa! That has never happened before!
Whoa!
I want to figure out how I did that.
You can't kill me. No.
Flesh disintegrating and burning up.
That has never happened before. I'm impressed that I was able to do that.
I haven't seen you do that before.
I kind of wish I could do that at will.
Look at that wide stance.
Yeah, this raft is going by itself. This is the second area we're going to need the bomb for. We're going to go shopping very soon after here, so this red ruby here is very important. All right, and now this is actually some of the platforming that can be a little tricky, because as you see, like, the rocks here look like they're part of the background, and yet they are all jumpable.
Oh, wow.
You're doing
Goodbye, Purple.
great, Link. You're
Goodbye, Pink.
our hero. Here's the life heart. We know you can beat Ganon.
Good. I'm glad they threw in some cheerleaders in the game. No one has actually said to us that they know that we can beat Ganon.
No, it's been a lot of, yeah, right.
Just give up and go home.
Just stop. Quit fooling yourself.
All right, so now we have Gleeok.
Oh.
We're just going to stab Gleeok until he disappears.
I don't like that Gleeok throws his head at you.
Now, I used to be able to do this perfectly, but in practice recently, I've been screwing up this dark room.
Yeah. Almost. Oh, nope.
See? Yeah. See, there is a platform you're supposed to aim and get it right.
I'll say this much.
I'm hitting it. I am consistent. There we go. One, and then we're out. Yeah, I don't know why I suddenly lost the ability to do that dark room.
You are, you're doing, I'm knocking on wood here. You're doing incredibly well compared to the practice session we had yesterday.
Okay.
I may be old and ugly.
How many deaths am I at?
Yeah, 2.
Bring some
Okay.
grappleberries. I'll show you a good one.
I think at this point during our practice session, you were at 14. That's not true.
So the Octoroks here, in the any percent run, this level's a nightmare because you're here with 3 hearts, and these Octoroks, they just throw these rocks at you, and they're kind of relentless. So coming here with more hearts in this category is far better.
They kind of look like if you took the octopus boss from Mega Man X and crossed it with Meatwad.
That might have been their inspiration.
Okay.
Look what has happened.
In the darkest nightmare hour, when not moon nor sun has risen, I take Zelda in my power. I shall keep her in my prison.
Bitten bars.
Yeah, I didn't. This is the game where you realize that Ganon
Seems like a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he's taken some poetry classes.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going back to Spearfish Falls, and we're going to collect on the witch's offer, and the most useful item in this game, which is the Power Glove. It's not that Power Glove.
Are you sure?
Mostly because this isn't a Nintendo game, but it's called a Power Glove.
Oh, careful on that rock there.
Yeah, they're slippery.
They're really
There's a lot of
slippery.
water
Careful.
around. All
Is that
right,
a
we get the
floating fish?
second.
You're doing great.
It's a spearfish.
You are our hero. Here's some water of life. Drink, Link.
So we do have to hit the fairies twice because they do produce 2 different cutscenes. One for when they actually give you the heart, and there's the second one is just for them healing you.
I did not notice that the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Stir the berries in the tub. Let the juices soak the glove. Let Link fight and never cower. For his glove's a glove of power.
Wow, thanks.
I like how it seems like Link is pretending to be impressed, and then immediately goes back to just a blank expression on his face.
Whoa, thanks, lady.
All right, we're gonna get 3 ropes. All right, and then we're out. Hopefully that's all the shopping we're gonna have to do, and we're back to Toku Lighthouse to turn in the necklace, where we get a little bit more backstory on this woman in the green dress.
Oh, right.
Maybe stuff that she should have told us when she first gave us the quest to make us, more enthusiastic.
How sweet. Mwah. My husband gave me this. He's an abominum now. Here.
Popping sound.
It's not much, but it'll still carry water.
All right, and then we're gonna take a death here.
That's 3.
So we're back to the main map. And now we're into the next part of the game where we're going to start actually going through the faces of evil.
See
The
how
faces.
Harlequin captures Coridians?
You lose.
Do you know what it means when you lose your last ruby? Now you work for me. Take him away.
So I think Harlequin Bazaar is certainly some of the most creative artwork in the game. Morgan, I want you to help me kind of describe the screen after this one.
Oh, I know which one it is.
Yeah, words escape me when I look at it.
what I would use to describe it, and it's your next back tattoo. This is reminding me of the I think it's the Adventures of Batman and Robin for the SNES.
I'd say your chances are 1,000,000 to none. But let's have fun.
Gamma ray noise.
Yeah, I do like how they describe that as a gamma ray noise, as if that is something that that is like, universally known.
Oh my god. Long continuous flatulent sound.
Lucky shot. Golly.
Now I've got this guy's skin.
The stars are made of ice.
Oh right, the toddlers.
Thus the night is cold. Bring the crystal from Saragon, and I will prove the light of ice penetrates more than fire.
So there we go. That's some science right there, right?
Look how Militron makes his warriors.
Worthless Caridian, you must be hardened with fire. Go and kill.
Milton's mad.
Yeah, Milton's very angry.
Milton's really mad.
Did you get the recipe for how he makes his soldiers? So it's crushing a human, and then burning them,
a few humans
and then
to
they
make
become a stone
omelet.
man.
With large thumping sounds. Are they made out of sand?
They seem like they're made out of
all
stone.
Tin Men?
I don't know if... I'm sure they have a name, I don't... It's never in the game itself.
The Little Miltons.
Mini Miltons.
Mini...
Feel the fire of war.
Milton's gonna burn the house down. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my goodness, this is awful.
That's a Milton if I ever saw one.
Shipwreck Cliff. So we're just going to run all the way to the masthead of the ship. We're going to grab this key. We're going to take a death.
5.
And then...
My hero! Won't you please jump across that little old chasm and cut my daddy's chains? Pretty please, have a heart.
So the best part about that cutscene is that, well, she says have a heart in the context of please save my father, but she does give you a life heart. An extra life heart.
Please, Link, jump and cut these chains. The Arpagus are
I'm so bored.
Now, I do hate to free him because he
Yes.
does look like he's just jamming.
I walk like an Egyptian.
Thanks. Say, you have a fire diamond, don't you?
Sure.
Then let me fix your sword. Let's see how it works.
It was absolutely zero effort put into hammering
things.
Okay, so now we're on to Glutko.
My favorite enemies. He's rocking out skeletons. Oh wait, no, is that this room? No, that's not this room.
Nah, it's the same skeletons.
It's the same skeleton?
So-
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna take out the Dodongo, take out the Abominum without dying. We're gonna grab the key here. And then we're gonna get our very clever hint on how to deal with Glutko from
Oh yes.
our friend here.
This is some prime strat.
Where are you heading, partner?
I'm going to fight Glutko.
Don't fight him, feed him. Something spicy. Know what I mean?
Tacos. Burrito. I don't know.
Lady
Curry.
Starbird, there is a Wand of Gamelon remastered, and I also run that one. So
Yeah, that one's got better. It's got my favorite character.
In the eye of Glutko lies the shrine of Koridai.
I'm simply famished. No! It tastes like a Dyra. Perhaps just one more?
there we go. That gave us the crucial information that humans and Dyrus taste about the same.
Oh, goody! Mashed Link for the main
Knows you by
course.
first name?
Uh-oh!
The one annoying thing here is like you can only blow up this rock with the power glove, but you could only kill Glutgo with the bomb. So we do have to do a little bit of menuing here. So this is our first. It's also our first refight, and for the refights we can skip the death animation because the death animation is always the same.
You didn't even give that dude the time of day. You just...
No, I did not.
Here, eat your lunch.
Okay, so here we go. We have fireballs now, so we're gonna access these cutscenes.
Right.
Ganon froze the fountain. I'm stuck.
Gotta unfreeze Thanos.
Nope.
Here, have some water of life. My, you're thirsty. Oh my goodness.
Okay, and this is a lot easier than it was the first time because we have so much more health. As I say that, as I struggle to make the basic jumps.
Yeah. You're doing great.
Doing as good as the game will allow.
Such is the power of the Prince
Those
of
rocks don't want you
Darkness
jumping on
that he
them,
can kill
but...
with a single look. Attacks against Ganon will prove fruitless unless Link attacks with the sacred book.
Okay, there's the next clever hint that we have.
Hit him with the learning.
You gotta literally throw the book at Ganon.
Throw the book at him. When did this become Law and Order? Chun chun.
This is completely off topic, but I saw when William Shatner went into space, there was an article that said Boston legal legend goes to space.
Why is that the... Right.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Right, when Captain Kirk had to do all of those law things.
Before you face the foul fiend Ganon, you must conquer Fortress Central, where the treasure of death
And
is
vitamins.
hidden. Bring it to me. Be gone.
Alright, so Fortress Centrum. Fortress Centrum, we do have to... it is a complicated dark room. Most of it we're going to use ropes to get by. It's also a refight with Garonu. This time we don't need fireballs to kill him because we have a fire diamond in our sword.
And it cuts things.
It cuts things and it burns things. It does two things.
A lightsaber?
Let's say no. I'm going to take a death here because I'm nervous about this room.
6. There it is. This is the metal room.
This is the metal room. Yeah, the skeletons are jamming.
These skeletons are rocking out.
Okay.
Oh.
I know, close. We're probably going to die against Garonu. No, we're going to die right here.
7 deaths. Where'd that Octorok come from? What?
Hey, Zelda, wake up.
What? Link? You've saved me.
Doesn't say anything. Just. Okay.
And we were allowed to skip that cutscene
Right,
again.
because you had seen it already. Yep.
Because we had seen it already.
This is a weird rendition of Vampire Killer, huh? Sorry, that goes back to our last conversation we had prior to this. Pennsylvania, sorry.
This shield both sword and spear deflects, but cannot stop the vilest curse. This crystal makes the shield reflect, cursing the curser with twice the curse.
See, she can't rhyme. I mean, I prefer Ganon's rhymes to her. All right, back to Harlequin Bazaar. We're finally going to close this quest that the child and the 3 toddlers in a blue robe gave us.
Yeah.
His wild theory that cold light.
What was that?
Hot light.
What was that character in BoJack?
Vincent Adultman?
Vincent Adultman?
Vincent Adultman, yeah.
Now, if we make a simple vacuum and spin the ice just so. There.
Spinning ice.
Yo,
Right, so now that we have the reflective shield, we're going to be able to fight Lupe.
Consider Lupe the most dangerous of Ganon's minions.
With this ruby, I replace your soul.
Neck.
You will obey.
So the Lupe dungeon is the one dark room that I still don't quite know. And even when I'm practicing, I was like, I'm just gonna use the lantern.
Yeah.
Fumbling around in the dark, so what's gonna use the lantern?
You're just gonna end up wasting more time, right? Like,
yeah, at this point, yeah.
It seems
this is also where the
straightforward, but
is. It is, but like here, each of these.
Here is where I would lose it. Yeah.
Yeah, each of these is a different
that little
height.
Right there. No
yeah,
way.
Even here, I can see it, and it's the way the platforms are. They're still difficult.
Now you see me.
Do you think I could get this art as a wallpaper? Like,
I think you could. All the assets are available to you can get them. So this the second fight with Harlequin is very tricky.
Good job.
Yeah. Oof, that
really
was tough.
Really taught that thing. Who's boss?
Who must die?
I don't know how he got reinflated.
So now you got to reflect his projectiles back at him.
Yeah.
Right?
So we're just standing here.
I will not die.
Why do people scream "I won't die" as they're obviously dying?
I can't die.
All right, so now
impossible.
This is the only thing that this unlocks is that Lupe gives us the crystal that shows us where the hermit lives, and I don't know
where the dude
why
lives
that's in the story. Yeah, this is just where he lives. This is his house.
Yeah, now it's Grand Theft Auto, and you're gonna rob him.
Nope.
At last, you have the vision to find my house.
Different game?
You will see the
different game.
Sankrumis that prevent your approach to Ganon.
Much less Sankrumis.
Many blessings.
Yeah, so that final lantern is important. So in the any percent run, we do not get that final lantern, and when you don't have the lantern, all of the enemies in Ganon's lair are invisible. You just can't see them. It makes this area
There's a lot of them.
So having the ability to see them is kind of doing this dungeon on easy mode.
Excuse me. Yeah, all of these would be invisible, right? Like all of those.
Correct.
Now you must die.
Milton.
All right, so we're gonna this is also a hard room, but we are also gonna use the power glove to kind of see our way around.
Oh, that's a fun little way to do this. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Flying snakes. Gotta watch out for those flying snakes. You know, the classic Zelda enemy, the flying snakes.
Round moths?
No! Is that 8?
That's 8.
That's not bad.
I'll admit a fair amount of those were planned, so...
So we're gonna use the rope as many times as we can. We're not gonna die here, please. Ooh! Alright, and this is the final jump.
Join me, Link, and I will make your face the greatest.
I hit him with the full force of the law.
Or else you will die.
That's right. So we're just gonna switch to the book.
No, not into the pit. It burns.
What is he talking about? Pit?
Yeah, there's no pit.
There's no pit. You're going in a book,
right,
bro.
And time is when this cutscene fades to black.
Hey, look at that.
I just saved you from Ganon.
You did not.
Still doesn't believe.
Link, Ganon is once again imprisoned. Come. Look, already Koridai is returning to harmony. The birds are singing. Isn't it
Golly.
beautiful? Golly. As it is written, you, Link, are the hero.
Look at his face.
Of Koridai.
I guess that's worth a kiss, huh? Ha! I won.
And it's time.
Time.
That was the Faces of Evil.
Now, you called this a treat when we started.
You don't think that's a treat?
I think it might be a little rancid.
Certainly a joy. You can find me twitch.tv/GundamPilotSpaz. I don't really have anything coming up next month. I will probably be on well, I will be at Fastest Furs running the game again. So if you wanted to see me run this in a marathon again, you can go there. Morgan, where can people find you? And you have a charity stream coming up as well, right?
Yeah, next month, I believe, on November, the weekend of November 11th through the 13th, I'm going to be doing Extra Life with my group of friends. It's you can find us on YouTube under the Smooth Wizard Network. We've been taking a little bit of a break, but we post all of our Dungeons and Dragons streams on there. If you're one of those people who likes tabletop RPGs, things like that. But keep an eye on, like I said, Smooth Wizard Network and Smooth Wizard Games at Twitch for November. It's going to be great. You're going to be on there. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I think you might play some Star Fox.
I think we'll play some Star Fox.
I think we should play some Star Fox, yeah.
Thank you so much to the Valkyries for having us. And
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we'll be tuning in for the rest of the marathon.
Yeah, good luck with the rest.
Thanks so much for that amazing run. I hope everyone enjoyed the remaster. Oh wait, we're off air, aren't we? Oh, okay, I can keep talking. Okay, awesome. I just want to read out a couple of donations that we got during that run. We have $20 from Revin that says, donation goes towards As Your Dreams Started Choice. I am voting for Batnol. Let my boy guide you to victory. Thank you very much. And we have $50 from Super Blood Wolf Moon that had no message, but thank you all the same for the donation. Stay tuned, everybody. Up next, we are going to be having a run of Katamari Forever by the one and only Garby. You can still get your donations in to bid on the bid war for that game, which is to choose the music in the final level. Make sure you get that in as soon as possible because, you know, can't really bid on that once the run is over. So get that in if you want to vote, and we'll see you in a few minutes.